Hallelujah. It's amazing what praises can do. Hallelujah. Let me see. It's another Monday night. Right here on the Avril Show. Another pleasant Monday night. Okay, and most of all, I'm gonna do it my way. Welcome back to another pleasant Monday evening. This is the voice of Avril coming to you. Another week, another week. And I'm here and just tipping in. And I know some folks say, wait for the people to log on. But my time is not about social media time and waiting for the crowd to log on. This show started in 2002 when there was no social media. And I've been coming live through social media before the pandemic and before everyone get connected to this thing called social media as their source. So I'm not going to sit here and be the type of person that sit down and wait for anyone to come on to do my show, because you never heard a program that anyone pays for sit back and wait for people to log on. No, people will see that they're given time. But when it comes down to what I do, everything is about time. If you ask me how I feel, I definitely will tell you exhausted. Valencia Wilson tipping into me, and she says, hello, you're praying for me. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Valencia. I need that. You remember there was a song, I need the prayer of those I love. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The people that love you, that are praying for you, you can feel it even in your gut, right, Nandi? You can feel it in your gut, the people that are genuine, real. And when they say they're praying for you, you know those are your prayer warriors, right? Problem Fips. That's how we do it. But one thing I decided is that this show didn't start on social media. Someone asked me, I said I started radio in 2002. I don't think there was Facebook. And when I started doing live, I remember they used to say, you on these live, you love too much live. But now everybody is doing live. It's amazing. It is so amazing. I thank God for these business. I'm going to say a few things tonight, a few choice words. The most important thing is the people that believes in me, who supports me, who even take time to tune in to the Avril show. I want to say a pleasant good evening to each and everyone. Beverly Heights, how you doing, sweetheart? I have a joke for you that I'm going through something when you're sitting and boo your banter tickets and didn't go to the show and didn't even understand what time of day it was. Sometimes we need people in our life who just give us a little reminder, a little push, and say, maybe you are too busy. So I'm just reminding you. But I think we're living in a world where people don't like to ask. We are living in a world where people don't like to ask. Like myself, I'm guilty of it. We don't know how to ask. We don't like to ask because we know what we go through when we have to ask, right? So precious. So, the honest truth about the world, I said it, we're living in a selfish world where people are so becoming accustomed to going through stuff by themselves and feeling alone and afraid to ask people because we know the mindset of our people. So, Boise, you know what I'm talking about. We are so grounded on self that we forget to help one another. And when we are going through things, we shut down. We don't know who to ask. I know some of us being in situation. I was listening to a young lady talking to me this evening, and sweetheart, I'm gonna call you right after the show. And when you hear what people are going through or been going through, but was going through it alone because I don't know how to call anyone, because when you call anyone, they're telling you they're going through stuff too. Everybody's going through stuff, but we must not measure what we are going through with what other people are going through, because we like to say, oh, you don't know what I'm going through. I don't know unless you tell me. So a lot of times we as a people go through situation where people commit suicide. They just get fed up. They had enough. They don't know what to do anymore, but they're not reaching out for help because we have programmed our people in such a way that they don't even know how to ask, because we're going to hear, oh boy, you don't know what I'm going through. If you said to someone, I haven't heard from you in a long time, but what about you? Life is a two-way street. You could pick up the phone too. I'm going through stuff too. You don't know what I'm going through. People don't understand that we could never measure what we're going through with another man. We don't know what one person is feeling. Okay, so you may be going through a tough time. Some people will shut off their phone. Some people even disconnect their phone, change their number. They'll do anything. They don't want to bother with nobody. I'm going through it. I just want to deal with this. And when they come out of it and they're ready to laugh, they tell you, man, no, I didn't call you back because I was going through a lot and I was dealing with a lot. And I thought that friendship was all about, Terrence, good night. I thought friendship was all about when you're going through stuff, you know who you can call and who you can lean and who you can talk to. If it's too much, then I think I would say you tell the person, listen, I'm glad I listened to you, but let me call you back and let's talk about this because I'm dealing with a bad issue right now and I want to help you. I want to be there, but I want to give you that time. Give them that comfort of knowing that you're willing to listen, you're there. It may be a bad time they call you, but let them know I'm going to call you back. We're going to get through this together. Because sometimes, as I say, when you talk about your problem and I talk about mine, it helps us to ease our burden because we realize we're not alone. We're not going through things alone. So we need to stop shut people out because we're going through a tough time. But that is because we don't want to bother people. I know how people are. You're so embarrassed to tell people you lost your job, you're going through a bad time, your woman left you because you run out of Viagra, all these things. Open up your mouth and talk. So anyway, I was saying that I was supposed to be going to Buja Banton concert. And, all the crazies around me, like Paula, they know what I'm going through. I didn't even remember that it was Buja Long Walk to Fame because my mindset is not on nothing right now. But I really think that every friendship that we have in life is different. I can be your friend and someone else is your friend. It doesn't mean that the two of us friendship is the same to you. A crazy person like Paula, I might be her friend that she can talk to. I can comfort her. She knows I'm there for her when she need. But when she want to go to somebody's concert that she want to go to, she say, I'm not calling you because I know that's not your thing. And I know you don't like the going out late to concert, right? So when your friends know you, they know how to deal with you, but there's no jealousy. Everybody have a friend for a different reason. But the most important friends in your life is the ones who gonna go on their knees and pray you out of a situation. You're not afraid to tell your friend what you're going through because they're not gonna look down on you. But when you have friends and you say, well, I don't want to tell her this part because you're afraid that friend gonna look at you like you're crazy, something wrong with you, tell you to leave the man with preparing meals for you. The man ain't abusing you, you know. All because the man shoes start not smelling the right way. All of a sudden she tell you, me can't live with no man with shoes, no stink and this. You need to get rid of him. Those are the friends some of us have. But when you have friends who you can tell about the man's shoes, and the friend gonna say to you, listen, he loves you, you love him, there is something you could buy to put into that shoes. But some of these lonely women out here who don't have no man, they quick to tell you, you need to leave him. You not see me. Me not have no man for how long. Me I live with one, get rid of him and this and that. They don't realize where your heart is. The man not abusing you, you know. The only problem you have is that you don't like the man's shoes lately. His shoes start to stink. You're ready to get rid of the man. But anyway, me not come on to do this. I'm giving you a little snippet. But anyway, a lot of you are going to throw some shades right now. People spend their money where they want to spend it. People find money for what they want to find money for. Bourgeois Walk of Fame had some people there. They spend money, went to the concert because me have to see Bujo Banton. Me have to see Bujo. Me sorry, me have to see him. They find the money to go there, even if they had to borrow somebody close to wear. But I meant to say, I saw another event. The event is $200. And the amount of sales that the event have, that our people are supporting, you try to do something in your community. Misery Love Company, Miranda. Try to do something in your own community and charge your people $100. Them start $100. When me $100 ago, me no, now they know you, you know. So they know that you're in the community, and if something go wrong, they could come after you. But they don't know the people online that they're buying ticket from. They don't know nothing about them, but they take the $200 and they reserve the seat at the Apollo because me want to go. Some went to Janet Jackson concert. You know what your concert costs, but it's where they want to go. Someone told me that I've real no offense. I don't support some of these dinner events and all these things because me no eat $100 worth of food. And I said, well, let me ask you a question. What do you go to the event for? The food or supporting the cause? Because I have seen some white folks have some event, and we don't have that kind of money, I understand. But it's all $10,000, $5,000 that they're charging, right? And you go to these events, and the food they're giving you is stuff that you're going around and just sample. You call them sample food. Nothing big, because these people are not out here to eat down the oxtail and the escovitch fish and all these things. They're out there to support a cause. We Caribbean people, me not spend me $100. That's a lot of money for an event. And me not spend that kind of money because me not eat $100 worth of food and all these things. They're not thinking about what the money is doing, where the money is going, and all the other perks that come with event. Sometimes even for my event, it's a very stressful one because to get people to spend their money to come to a cancer and scholarship foundation award ceremony and dance and everything and eat and mingle and meet people, you'll be surprised to know some of them tell you they don't have the money. Couple days later, they buying the pocketbook for $500, and they're going to tell you I spend my money where I want to spend it. And that is true. But the honest truth about it, when they need help, the people that they're not helping to be there for them when they need help, those are the people that come to. You have to shut your door upon some people. You got to shut your door on some people because they're not about helping anybody to make a difference. So, you know what I did? I refocus, recreate, redesign my mind. It's a new me after this week because I realize our Caribbean people, our mindset and the way we think and the way we do things have to change for us to see better. It's like Caribbean people, them late and they tell you, well, it's an island thing. Everything you're doing with them, especially when they're dealing with you, your own people, they have you waiting, they don't answer your call. Let's go into politics, right? Let's go into politics. Let me touch on St. Kitts because if I touch on another man country, they might cost me. And even when I talk about St. Kitts, they will cost me. But let me tell you something. I find it hard to believe that, and I said this last week, some people curse me when I talk about the Premier of Nevis, Mark Brantley. They might say, you're not from Nevis. You give jacket where jacket is due. When I reach out to that man, I talk to him as if, well, you understand, it's nothing to him. You want information, he give it to me. I ask him, I want to do something, he provide resources that I need to get it done. St. Kitts, St. Kitts, you come like you pull out teeth and not just teeth. They either forget to get back to you, they're gonna get back to you. It's like I don't know who's sitting in these people office working for them. The people of St. Kitts, I must say, me not lick down Nevis because you're going to tell me not from Nevis. If I talk good about Nevis, listen to her and she not from Nevis. If I speak good about Premier Mark Brantley, oh, she on Mark Brantley's side. No, I give people respect and credit where it's due. If he did something good, I'm going to talk about it. You want to do something in your country. And it come to me like even here in the Bronx, I have a problem with the people who they put to work in their office in politics. The same people them is destroying them. You talk about our labor department and government. Me, I don't talk. Everybody know I don't bash and I don't talk about politics on my show unless it's something positive. Well, let me say this, right? When it's time for a big crowd, you see the people. Anything that draws a crowd, you will see people. If you're somebody trying to make it, like for example, I'm doing this show, right? And it's my first show, nobody know me, and I put it up. They look at it like, me ain't even know who that is. They're gonna leave me. They ain't gonna try to build me. They're not gonna try to support me. They're not gonna try to listen. Somebody called me one day asking me a question. I said, sweetheart, the amount of time I bring the attorney on the show to talk about this. Oh, you're right. Sometimes, I'll be listening to this and I'm listening. They're all over the place. Our people are so programmed that we are not focusing. You see the media with Donald Trump, where some people writing up all kind of crap. Oh, I'm not even calling his name. And they're writing what happened to Donald, but they don't want to say Donald Trump. I want to know what is wrong with our people. If Donald Trump gets shot in the ear, or is a bird picking on the ear, or if it's fake or what, so what? You're still writing up about it, but you're saying, I won't even mention his name. So what if you mention his name? Educate your people. Do not vote for Trump if that's what you want to say. But do not sit down here and tell me you're afraid to call Donald Trump name because you think that giving him a vote. No, that's not giving him a vote. If we don't go out and vote, our vote don't count. And people say it's an electoral vote and this and that. Try stay home. The media, look at media where it is right now. I remember maybe 10, 12, 14 years ago, I used to love going down to St. Kitts, cover the music festival, cover what people happening, putting out what's going on and all this stuff. That was media time. Hyacinth, how you doing, Anne Marie? McIntosh, how you doing? Listen, I used to love it. I used to feel I was doing something good. I feel like it was media. I was bringing to the people what they need to hear. The minute Facebook give us option to have a phone in our hand and go live and sit down and chat, who no naked a skin out a do all kind of nonsense on Facebook. The word media have gone to the dogs. We're not following the things that helping us to grow and making our life better. We follow anything that is gossip, drama, excitement. We love these things. But the word media, if you study what media is there to entertain. Media is there to sidetrack you. You see, right now with Donald Trump, we are so caught up with laughing at Donald Trump, laughing at President Biden, and we're sitting down now. 4 years ago, we went in there to vote for President Biden. And we Biden all the way, Biden all the way, Biden. Now, 4 years later, oh, him too old. He need to go. He forgetful. He this very disrespectful people. Why you all think we as a people, Trevor, why we as a people not going no further than where we are? They already know. They already set us up. They already have us where they want us. The media have us exactly where they want us. You see, while we're supposed to be focusing on voting and go out and cast our vote, here Donald Trump here getting licked off by a bullet. I don't know what kind of bullet, because to the one bullet go across somebody ear right now, he take off half of the skull. Okay, Donald is so lucky him just get a snip and some blood where it could wipe it off, right? Now, the media is there to put us where we want to be, make us forget what's important. And we need to stay focused that this is an election year for Senate, for president, for everything important. And so they come up with all kind of news sidetrackers that you forget to focus on who is running. If you ask some people who is running for office, they're confused. If you ask some people who is in their Senate or who is this and who is that, they don't know. They just make big noise, big noise all the time. They follow fashion. Oh, they go and they help they cast a vote for a politician. You owe them a life. You got to give them a house. You got to give them a car. You got to give them piece of land. You got to give them everything because they vote for you. I want to know in our islands if a one person vote make a man win an election. You understand? We are so just caught up in the wrong thing. Our Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis got married. Oh my God. It was a problem because he no married a Kittitian. It was a problem because he were doing wedding. If I was his advisor and he come to me and tell me getting married, I would have tell him definitely this is between you, her family, and your family, nobody else. But our people have to be in everything. If not, me not vote for you again. They go to in the Bronx, they go to an elected official office, and they get what they want right away. I'm not voting for them again. I want to know if you no vote for him and the next person we go in do worse. Ain't you suffering the same way that you were suffering before? We don't know how to sit down and talk, Debbie. We don't know how to talk out issues. We don't know how to make an appointment. We come and we bash and we bash and we bash. Donald Trump have us just where he want us. So in tune with him that we're out tune with those that we're supposed to be casting our vote for. Me no see how you turn off the TV when Donald coming on, you know. You all want to hear, then you all sit down and bash him. Instead, you all let Donald know, wait, nobody talking about me. I thought these people love me. Let him feel that way. No, you all over social media. You all would not watch the average show right now if Donald Trump was on. So half of you were cussing him need to go sit down because he have your attention and that's all he need. The attention that America need right now is to say we got to vote like crazy. If you're gonna sit down and tell me I'm not voting for Biden because he's old, You mean from 4 years ago to 4 years now? The same people will say vote Biden is saying now he's too old and he need to go. Well, I rather him old, drop down in the White House, and I could say we lost him, but I will never sit down and lose him because I don't cast my vote. Because you have a man with chat one bag of rubbish. If you touch a woman right now and the woman go and accuse you of robbing and her the wrong way, you in jail, you know. Your life done, especially a black man. The amount of things this man have done. 2 years ago, every time you come on Facebook, they're gonna put him in jail. He's done. They're bringing him down. All kind of thing. The man's still out there running and showing us he got power. You need to take away his power. The power is in his vote. You cannot sit down and listen to nonsense. The power is in your vote. When they make noise, show them who the noise makers are, the one who casts the vote. Stop sitting down and just be a repeat. Let some of these elected officials be repeat offenders. You put them in there because you grow up and that's all you know. Your mother tell you, like St. Kitts, let me say St. Kitts, you grow up and you're labor. You vote labor. And when labor get in, you cost labor. They not do nothing. The this and the that and the this is you vote for them. You understand? It's you who vote for them. We need people who going to open the doors to listen to you, to hear your concern. And that's how you could refocus, recreate, and redesign. But you cannot have elected officials who, when you try to talk to them, they feel like they're bigger than you. People sit down and think they have elected officials' phone numbers. You don't have the phone numbers. Sometimes they have two numbers like the police them. And they give you a number. That's your community outreach phone number. But sometimes I just sit back and watch people who get excited over people with status. But let me tell you something. I become a different person when I spent 3 weeks in the ICU a couple weeks ago. Not for me, but for Natalie. I walk out of there a different person. It's like a mindset that don't care anymore. Because I realize we are fighting for power. We are fighting for fame. We just love to tell people, I am this and I am that. I have my PhD, I have my master's, and all that. And all it took was a hurricane named Beryl to put the homeless, the rich, the fortunate, and the less fortunate to sleep under one roof. Roaches crawling, but they're sleeping there because they had no other choice. When you see things like this, if it don't change you, your mindset and the way you think, and learn to think about living and enjoying life, some of you wasting time. Oh, I'm going to put in 10 more years because when I retire, I want to build my house back in St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua and Jamaica. And you all have your all big plans. Because when I retire, I want a big house and I want to live comfortable. So you wait until you reach 70 to start to enjoy life when you don't even know if God wants you to be here for 10 years. Okay? That's right, Miranda. Preach it to them. They sit down and all they think about is staying on the job, even when they back bend. They don't want to go enjoy life. Now, if your job, you may reach 63 and 65 and you could get your full pension, you could get your pension. Some of them get half, some of them have 401k. They have this. When I come in this country, I didn't know what the heck is a 401k. I didn't have such thing. I was going to work and just hoping I have an insurance in case I get sick. Now the jobs are giving you one load of leave, one load of this, 401k, this and that, and half of us have it and can retire. And guess what? They now retire and they wonder why year after year, all these students graduating from college, they come out, they can't find work. The jobs, they are not bringing jobs. They're bringing more houses and you don't have jobs that paying you. There was a time I used to work for, I think it was $5 and change. And one time they went up 750. And when it went up to 750, I was screaming hallelujah. We're up all $17 and $21 now, and the rent gone up to all $2,000 and $3,000. So show me, have they taught us how to come out of the rut that we're in? They tell us we're getting a raise, and you get a raise. And the cost of food went up, the rent went up, that even the very $17 and $20 that you used to dream of making is not cutting it. People, yes, at Beverly High, you remember, thank God I work with you, sweetheart. Thank God. And look where you are right now. One of the best nurses there is. Yes, Concourse. We worked there for years. See, it's good when you have track record and people who know you. Work for years and you work 40 hours and you don't even see $300 on your paycheck. Those was the days when you live with sister, cousin, everybody, and your rent was $700 a month and all of you put in two. Now, you cannot even find a studio for $700 a month. But they're telling you the rate's gone up. So you feel so good. You're making $25 an hour. But when you're making that, you cannot get no other help in this country because the rent alone is going into that. And that's why some young girl now shacking up with these old men because they're looking for independence. No, they don't have that anymore. They're looking for support. That's what they're looking for. Support. Look at the young girl. We have man in a wheelchair go kill she and chop up body and put body in a bag and all these nonsense. Have appearance and thing. The young people them then I listen. That's another story, right there. So, but I come tonight to tell you guys, we as a people have to reprogram ourselves. What's why? Look up Yankee Yoke. It's a song about the Biden. You would love it, I promise. Okay, thanks. Let me tell you something. We are living in a world that is programming us, taking away us from the important things that we need in our life. Curtis, my big friend Crook in St. Kitts, the one and only Curtis Crook, big up yourself. We're living in a world where we are programmed. We look up to celebrities. We look up for people because they have a higher position and title, and we look down on our own people that we should be looking down on and pulling up. We feel like we don't want nobody else on our level, but some of us don't understand. All it takes, as I say, is a hurricane like burial, an accident, or sickness, and we all end up in the same place. We go in the same place. As I told a doctor the other day, you are a second away from being the patient. Treat the patient the way you would want them to treat you if you become a patient. Look into your life and ask yourself, if when you're taking care of a patient, how would you like to be treated? And that's the way you will treat your patients. We're living in a vicious world. If we don't spend time educating people and our young people on changing their mindset, we're going to continue to go down the road of the Donald Trump that you all are talking about. They got us exactly where they want us. Because the more you talk about Donald Trump, the more you're giving him ratings. Go and focus and look at why so many people don't want to be in position to help people. Because the minute you help them today, they curse you tomorrow. When you can't help them tomorrow, they curse you the next day because nobody remember that Biden went in there when we was in a position where we wanted a change and we were so happy for Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. Now all of a sudden, him too old. We need to get rid of him. And if we put him back in there, oh, he forgetful. How much of we wake up every day and forget what day it is? How much of us wake up every day and forget how much man we had? How much of us wake up every day and forget that we no pay tithes in church? You understand? We are sitting down on our own blessing. We can't get it because all we're doing is cursing people day in and day out. The God we serve don't like ugly. If you all want Biden out, he might give you all a president that makes some of you all go on your knees. When you have something good, polish it and help it to shine. Don't dim the light. and what God bless you with. Because when you dim that light, you're the one going to walk in darkness. Stop cursing the President of the United States of America. Because who you're cursing him for is not going to be better for you. So if a walls you all want to build up, he'll build the wall on many of you, because half of you don't even watch how the immigration system have changed. That coming right here on this show, I'm going to teach you all some things that you all don't even know is happening right under your feet. So sit down and think about it. You're all going to end up, until somebody tell me, we in St. Kitts don't have to worry about that because we don't live in America. Anything that happen in America affect you in the islands. So when you all want to talk nonsense, you all come to my school. Anything affect America, affect the islands. You think if storm come and wash out the island, you're not calling on America for help? Well, suppose America fall down, and who gonna help you? Because half of your home don't even want to help you yourself. You are too Americanized, but you all are cussing America. And that's all you are living on. Americanized. So I'm going to tell you something tonight. I've learned to learn from my situations and everything I go through. My problems become a blessing sometime. When you're going through things in life, let your weapon be your hallelujah. Don't stop praising God. Even when you're going through things and people think you're done, boy, is she going through? You know much people say to me, I don't know, you got through so much things. I said, that is why I can help you. I've been through the storm, and because I come through it, I can help you. Don't worry about what God is doing for me. Because if you think that I was going to crawl over and be dead, no, God have me here for a reason, and it's to empower somebody. So do not ever forget the little people. Hold them by the hand, pull them up. But no, we get in office and we're too big. I'm going to touch on a few things I said tonight. I'm coming back to touch on them one by one. So, St. Kitts and Nevis, I say to you, do not tell me where I come from, because half of you, if you know somebody and where they come from, you'll never look at them with a PhD and a big position in America. You know what you remember? Who she please when she was home, she didn't even have shoes on her foot. Yeah, mom, you know the family. You mean that's the family down the road. Them they not come up and nothing. She just happened to just get a job now. She thinks she has somebody. When they finish mouth talk, you fall on your face and you want to know how you fall. Sometimes your crosses and your curses is right next to you. They don't want to see you happy. All they remember is what you've been through, who your family is. All your family don't have nothing. When they finish with you, I tell you, my people, our people don't let us forget. They don't let you forget. The only thing they remember or know about you is your history and where you're coming from. So if you grow up in poverty back home, you come out of a family that is nobody, where people think is nobody, no have house, no have car, no have none of that, and you try to become somebody in America, these same people, them, they only remember you. Oh, who, Sharon? Of course, me know that Sharon. Yeah, me know her. Yeah, the one, them they not come out of nothing, man. The parents not have nothing. A hard life. She get that little position then, and when she going on like she's somebody. She going on like she is somebody. Sister fell. All they sit down. Um, she not nobody special. She not come out of nowhere. She was a little drunkard, a crackhead as she mother. And that's all they could talk about. They not sit down and say, I am so happy for her because I know where she's coming from. Look what God has done. They don't do that. It's rare you hear people talk like that about you. You understand? So you got to be careful. Why you're not getting anywhere in life is because you're around the wrong people. You're around the wrong people, the people with that mentality that they don't want to see their own people get nowhere. Try put yourself in a different circle. She thinks she's somebody. See, all she hang around is the Spanish and the white folks and the Jews. She thinks she has somebody special. Try hang around your own people. The minute you sneeze, your people them know you sneeze 10 times. The people them know your business where you don't want them to know. And when them they're done with you, you realize you're not getting out to be nothing that you want to be because your people is what's holding you back. So no matter you try to go forward, they find every way. And if you're weak, they will discourage you. Problem, they will discourage you. You understand? Only people that are in a happy space speak well of others. Not true. Not true. People are in happy places sometimes. Don't want you to share their happy place. They feel if you become happy, you're going to take something away from them. But if they keep you where you are, as somebody trying to get up there, they always feel they have somebody to look down on. Our people don't look down on you to pull you up. They look down on you to remind you that they're up there and you're down there. That's how they like it. When some people get in position and power, you can't try to talk to them. Sometimes you're going around and you feel like you ever meet a like for example some elected official. Let me give you this example. They give you a phone number, yes, a number where you can call them if you want to speak to them. They're not going to give you the personal number. That's for them and their friends, and I understand that. And sometimes they tell you a million times they're going to help you. They don't remember you once you walk out of the site. But if you're important to them, trust me, they'll put it in their phone. They'll contact you. You call some of them, you'll never get them. You see them on the street, they're too busy. I don't know, sometimes you don't discourage people to vote, but you must encourage people to change the routine of just putting the same people back in office who have not done nothing in 4 or 8 years. If you give somebody 2 terms and they ain't do nothing, were you giving them a third time to make you miserable? Put the people in there who care about the people. When you vote for them, the work start the minute you vote for them. Some of them start to work the year before they're coming out because they want you to hear them, they want you to see them, and they want you to know I'm running again. But what have you done since we put you in there? Nothing. And you see some people, they can't wait to get in office to start to work and things start changing. But anytime you see things start changing for some people, is when you know election must be around the corner, man, something not right. And you never hear from them all through. Especially St. Kitts, I tell you guys, are coming. Because I don't knock politicians and I don't knock politics. I speak on wrong and I speak on what need to be addressed. I don't forget this. Refocus, recreate, redesign. Do you remember that? So I like to see we refocus our mind, recreating things and redesigning. I like to see our country getting forward. People are visiting our islands every day, and we're living off of tourism and these things. And we got to pay attention to our loss and our gains. Pay attention because we just had music festival. I'm gonna come and talk about that. I reach a stage in my life now. I'm too old to be doing the same thing over and over. You have to change certain things. My thing is to put young people in my position to do what I used to do. And I don't mind continue doing this because I got to bring it to you the way God instilled in me. I'm going to work off of my own will because if it was me, I would be in my bed now cover up, just waiting for Saturday morning to sing those old hymns and say final farewell to Natalie Francis. But I pull myself up because I know she gave me work to do too. And I'm going to talk about that too, right on this program. Her death is not in vain. Her death have light my fire. They have put fire under my feet. And if it means doing it on her behalf, she will never die. Because her living have not gone in vain. You understand? So my people, I come here tonight to tell you that we have work to do as a people. And when we can't lift each other and pull each other up, we're not going to be successful. If I'm doing something, I support you, you support me. And together we will never have to look for support. We have to learn how to build each other. I'm coming. Trust me, I'm coming. Watch out for it. Because I'm not looking fame. I'm not looking spotlight. I think I've done it all already that I want to do. And I'm going to continue to do more, but behind the scene. Because my people are nice. These are the people who helped me to be where I'm at today. I feel so good that I can be in a world where I can walk around with problems or without problems and say, I've did it my way and it worked. And that's because I serve a great God and I will never, ever look back from where He brought me from. Bastille, that's right, Nandi. Queen, I don't know, boy. That word you have, queen, it's so big. But I'm gonna tell you, I didn't intend to belong with you tonight, as the pastors will say. I deliver a message. I thank my sponsors who make this happen. And get ready for October 26th. When I'm coming to you, you make me stronger. I'll be leaching that soon. So stay tuned. I've got a lot of work doing behind the scene. Come with me, hold my hand, and let's do this together. I love you guys. God love you, and so do I. Good night.